This is Matt over at MilestoneCGP.com. Today is Tuesday, January 31st. Another great day in the market. We definitely dipped and then bounced and took a left and took a right, but that's how things go these days. Don't have any clarity yet on a full direction, but I think we'll know soon enough. We'll see what the Fed does this week. No big deal. All right, I wanted to take a look at a couple here. And I wanted to start with BA. This is Boeing, and talking about a broken chart here, and it's not broken unless you're on the wrong side of the trade, but it's definitely you're going to have some support in this area here, where the middle Bollinger Band is right around 160.37. That's where the gap is too. We had this Skynet, one of our programs, actually called this up here, and people that follow me on WhatsApp right now are about 196% up right now in profit. So, if you want to follow us on WhatsApp, you're more than welcome to. But Skynet pulled this one. As you can see, the Stowe's just getting ready to cross here, and your MACD is definitely rounding. This is looking really, really good here to fill this gap without any problems. We should get 551% is what I have projected on that for gains from where we closed today. But looking good. We came into this trend line right here. And with this trend line here, if we can nail this trend line and it closes the day underneath this trend line, then I do expect this to get a full move for a full reset. We'll have to see what happens. You're going to have some other support if we move this out to the weekly. You're going to have some other support, which is going to be your EMA 8 right here. So there's going to be quite a bit of support right here after this gap. So this week is really important. If this closes this week right here under the 150. Let's see, EMA right there, 159.55, 159.55. Then it's going to come lower, and it should hit the 149 area down to the middle Bollinger Band in the next couple of weeks. It's been riding pretty high. It's had a very aggressive move to the upside. Your longer-term trend line is sitting, in this area. Well, actually, a little bit lower, right down in this area. So, we could test this area over here, which would be fantastic for us. It would give us a lot more than 500%, but we'll have to see what happens if I put that tight. So anytime if we can close under that 159 area, then the week should continue. The weeks should continue, and we should probably get somewhere down in this area for a reset, which will take your daily to the old oversold level. And if that's the case, look at the lower Bollinger Band, and that'll probably be it right here somewhere in this area with that extension. So maybe 155, and then up. At that point, we'll probably be oversold on the daily for a bounce, and then maybe come get this gap that we have right here. But we'll have to keep an eye on that. It's going to be it's a great trade. Plenty more like it that are out there. So if you want to follow us, join us on WhatsApp, and you could do that by going to milestonecgp.com and go all the way down to the bottom. If you don't want to do that, you can hang out in the chat room, and we are on Skype. We have well over 120 people in there. And just add me as a contact, Matto STC, Matto STC, and I will add you to that group. So it's going to have some support in this area, and then look for a bounce depending on how we close. Use your weekly to determine, if it's a hold or not to the downside continuation. But we do have that upper gap too on the daily that we got to watch out for, and we will go get that in due time. Dropping it down to the hourly, you can see here's the gap right here. I want to make sure I have that identified for you. And then here's a trend line gap and all that other stuff. So right in the 159, 160 area, but you can see the nice push that it's been doing on the hourly. So it is getting oversold. But if you look at your 2 hour, you can see your 2 hour still has more to go. Your MACD still wants to channel a little bit lower. It's doing really well here. You glance at the 4 hour, and your 4 hour just crossed here, and your daily hasn't yet. So you do have room to get into this area over here. Sorry about this thing messing up. It does that for some strange reason after hours. All right, well, I was going to look at the other one, but the other one I'm going to release to my members tomorrow. It's probably going to be as good or better than this, and then tomorrow night I will post that out to out to the public. But for now, just keep an eye on BA. Those are your targets. Those are my targets that you can look at. So we're going to come into this area and then get a nice little consolidation and then bounce or fail. We'll have to see what happens. We get a few days left in this week, and we'll know from there. All right, this is Matt over at milestonecgp.com. Have yourself a fantastic night.